Whoa, 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 whoa. Before you watch this one, be sure to watch the first part of this series over at Commonwealth Realms channel. Believe me, otherwise it won't make sense. Just click here. 100 years have passed and Link finally woke up in the Shrine of Resurrection, which he was put in so long ago by the Sheikah in order to return one day. His wounds from the battle with the Guardians and Calamity Ganon have healed, and he is ready for his second chance. Link has lost his memory and has no idea what has happened. A mysterious voice guides him to discover what has become of the ruined kingdom of Hyrule. This voice is most likely Zelda.
Link meets an old man. He looks a lot like the king of Hyrule and turns out to know quite a lot about what happened to the world. Link learns from him that 100 years prior, a great evil known as the Calamity Ganon rose up and laid waste to Hyrule. Unable to be defeated, it was sealed within Hyrule Castle while the ruins of the land were ravaged by nature over time. Although trapped, the Calamity Ganon has grown in power, and Link must defeat it before it breaks free and destroys the world.
So is this old man the king of Hyrule, the one who had to flee during the Great Assault 100 years ago? Perhaps. He seems to know a lot, and it would be logical to find the king here, on the Great Plateau, away from most monsters and waiting near the Shrine of Resurrection for Link. He even says that their meeting is not a simple coincidence, but where did Link wake up? Where is he? Well, the old man says the following.
This is the Great Plateau. According to legend, this is the birthplace of the entire kingdom of Hyrule. Temple there, long ago, that was the site of many sacred ceremonies. Since the decline of the kingdom, it now sits abandoned in a state of decay. Yet another forgotten entity, a mere ghost of its former self.
So this is the place where it all began. If you look around, you'll see ruins everywhere, and around the edges there's a wall. Besides this, the Great Plateau is higher up in the air than everything else, which is a bit weird. It does look like there used to be a town here but was destroyed, just like Hyrule Castletown. The only thing left is the Temple of Time. The temple itself is completely destroyed and in ruins, with missing, broken windows, crumbling rooftop and collapsed walls. Rubble is strewn around the temple's interior, and the structure appears to have been reclaimed by nature, as grass can be seen growing inside and ivy creeps up the walls. A statue of Hylia can be found inside, which looks like a smaller version of the statue of the goddess. Many guardian remains can also be found within the ruins and outside of the temple. So we can be certain that the corrupted guardians also attacked this place and killed everyone they saw, leaving the place in ruins. But the statue of Hylia is still standing, and these will most likely play a huge role in the game, but I'll come back to this later. While Link starts to explore this open world, the strange voice talks to him and says something mysterious.
Link. 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 Head for the point marked on the map in your sheikah slate.
All of a sudden, the sheikah slate that Link picked up in the Shrine of Resurrection will provide directions, leading you to a sheikah device which activates the technology in the land like the shrines and the towers. All of a sudden, a tower will start to rise underneath Link's feet, a resurrection tower, which drops what looks like a tear onto the sheikah slate. After this, the strange voice returns and tries to make Link remember what happened 100 years ago.
Remember. Try to remember. You have been asleep for the past 100 years. The beast. When the beast regains its true power, this world will face its end. Now then, you must hurry. Before it's too late.
Link is driven to stop this evil from destroying the land once again, but in order to leave the Great Plateau, he needs a paraglider. He can get one from the old man, but first he needs to go through 4 shrines in order to get their treasures to trade it for the paraglider. These shrines were built by an advanced race called the Sheikah. They worked together with the goddess Hyrule and made these trials to test the hero. As soon as he collected all the 4 spirit orbs, he can get it from the old man. And so his adventure to stop Calamity Ganon begins. He leaves the old man behind, since he doesn't have a paraglider anymore, and he's most likely the king of Hyrule, so he can't risk it to go beyond the Great Plateau. As soon as Link is on the ground, he will tame a horse and register it, in order to travel through the land. During his adventure, he will see all kinds of people, and see the destruction Calamity Ganon has caused. But now that the old man is gone, there isn't anything to advance the story. What will happen next? Well, Link will most likely try to find Zelda. We saw her many times in the trailer in both the cutscenes in the past and the present. She's most likely also looking for you, and she could explain to Link what happened 100 years ago. It might be that people will mention her, or maybe the sheikah slate will guide him towards her. When Link finally finds her, she'll probably explain what happened 100 years ago. But not all of it, since this task is for someone else. She will mention that she gave the Master Sword to the Great Deku Tree after Link was defeated and that he's keeping watch over it. Link will most likely meet up with him next, since he will need the blade. As shown in the new trailer, the Great Deku Tree will also explain to you what happened, but there's also a memory cutscene tab in the game. So he will probably tell you a big portion of it, but not everything. And this is where the Hylia statues come into play. During the gameplay in Zonai Ruins, you could see a glowing Hylia statue in one of the buildings at the end of the video. Might it be that these statues will uncover more secrets, and maybe even gameplay sections in the past? Well, they did say that it would be a surprise.
Once Link knows what happened 100 years prior, the Great Deku Tree will tell him how he can stop him and save the land. He will tell you how the Sheikah were blamed for Calamity Ganon's deeds and how he took over the Guardians and the Divine Beast, using those to win the battle and destroy the land. After this, the people started living in the ruins of this once great and powerful kingdom. Link won't be able to use the Master Sword right away, since it's in a horrible state and useless at this point. Besides, he probably has to prove himself in order to wield it, so he first has to restore it to its full potential and show to the Deku Tree that he is worth it. In the new trailer, we can clearly see a blue glow around the blade that, by the looks of it, is bringing it back to its original state. The flowers will most likely play a role in this. They already mentioned multiple times that these plants would have an important function in the game. Now, besides this, Link will also have to take back the Divine Beast, and these will likely act as the dungeons and bosses of the game. They were taken over by Calamity Ganon, and in order for Link to have a chance against him, he will need them. And so Link sets off to restore the blade and take back the Divine Beast. For this, he will visit the races of Hyrule, the Gaurdians, Birds, Zora, and Gerudo. Along the way, he will most likely encounter non-loyal sheikah. We even saw one fighting Link in the new trailer. After the king blamed them for the events that happened 100 years prior, some accepted this fate, went into hiding, and remained loyal. And some of them became defected and developed a hatred towards the kingdom of Hyrule for being banished. And so they became an obstacle for Link to defeat, while some others will help him out and try to fix their mistake. As soon as you have freed them from their corrupt state, the Divine Beast will most likely help you in the battle against Calamity Ganon. Together with the Master Sword and the Divine Beast, you will face the Beast and try to put an end to this madness. And so the final battle begins. Of course, Zelda will also play a role in this, but for now, we have no idea what kind of role.
But this is quite weird in a lot of ways, to be honest. Some things just don't make sense at all. The timeline placement, all the locations and characters from so many different games and timelines, what's up with that? Could this possibly be some sort of reboot of the series? Well, Zeltik is going to make a video about this, and believe me, it's going to be great. So go over to his channel and subscribe so you won't miss it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Be sure to leave a like, I would appreciate it very much. And tell me in the comments what you think about the video. Also, be sure to check out Zeltek's video and Commonwealth Realms video if you haven't yet. We worked on this all together, and it turned out great.